Right, welcome back again, guys, to this channel. This is Forex. Okay, actually going to be showing you real quick the analysis I did that sponsored this particular trade I took that worked out pretty much for us, as you can see right here. So we actually had to hit over 1:5 risks to reward, as you can see, ratio right here. So this is what the trade looked like, and this was actually full TP right here that was hit and smashed, as you can see right here. So let's quickly just talk about this trade real quick, and then we're going to be calling it a day right here. Okay, so real quick, first off, price was actually doing all of this, and we had all of this consolidation right here, and we had this pattern being formed right here. As you can see, we're having this double top, and then price dished down to this level, and it kept dishing down up through to this level, and then after which price continued and then pulled through to this level. And then now what actually sponsored this particular, as you can see now, I have my zones right here. This is my zone. The whole of this region is my zone, and this is also my zone as well. As you can see, they're serving as my resistance and support. And then I'm actually having this particular liquidity level that price actually you know tampered with at this level. So this is one of the liquidity level, as you can see right here. Is one, and this is another one. So what I actually did here was to wait for price, was to see what price was actually trying to do at this region. And then immediately I spotted the fact that liquidity was grabbed at this point. The price had to clear liquidity at this point. I then knew that yes, this was going to be another zone for me, and so I went. You know, this was what I used in. I went to pick up my line two, and I was able to get through to mark this particular region. And then since price did this, price had to now start dishing down. So at first, see, I noticed this, but I didn't really catch this trade because, as a matter of fact, when it started dishing down, it had already gotten here. So I felt I was late to the party, as you can see. So what I actually had to do afterwards for, was to wait to see what price would in itself, play out to be, much later. And by so doing, I saw that price came here to this point and then retested this level, as you can see right here. This was what price did. Price came all through here and then went back to retest this level here, and then dished down to this level and then retested this level again, as you can see right here. After retesting here, that was when it dished down, break this my zone, this zone, break this zone, and then got to this level, did a retest here, and then started pushing down gradually. And that was how we had series of lower lows and lower highs, and it kept moving and so on. They wanted to be a retracement right here to hit, get through to our zone back, and then price continued, and this was the main move down to the full TP. So this was actually how this particular TP was hit, as you can see right here. So the trade was entered at this point, and we received a 1:5 risk to reward ratio. It was a beautiful trade that played out what a way to begin the week, as you can see right here. But remember, in getting through the trade, actually entering at this point, I had to use some other conferences to be able to sponsor my entry at that particular point, because you you don't just make use of a single, um, should I say, plan of work, or single conference to be able to achieve your result. What you therefore use is to make sure that you have your strategy, and then you use series of other conferences to also ascertain the the validity of your strategy before step entering the trade. So as you can see, this was a good one for us here at here, having a risk to 1:5 risk to reward ratio. So if this was actually helpful to you, do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and you will be notified whenever it will come your way again. Until then, watch this next video because it is actually going to help you. I'll see you in this video.